Hello everyone. I would like to talk about a few tips and tricks that have made me a better player while raiding these last few years. The first thing that I'd like to point out is that my DBM and my weak arrows are close to my bars. I have found that placing my bars slightly below my character has made it easier to see my procs and mechanics at the same time. The last thing in this clip is persistent throughout the whole fight. I almost always have my right click held down for quick camera movement. Here you can see me staying in melee range for a bit longer than normal to maximize damage, but I still get out of the raid before the cast goes off. This technique is used very often in almost every boss fight. This is an example of me not playing optimally, but I still think there's a point to be made here. I used Whirlwind even though I could have used Rampage or Execute as a better option. At this time I was thinking about what to do. In prior raids I might have just stood still when thinking. Instead I have made it a habit to always be using an ability. I've noticed that this is a big reason why people aren't doing the damage that they want to. I'd recommend using your filler ability whenever you are not sure what to do. This excludes waiting for your resource to be used on a big ability. It is always important to be doing something instead of nothing. In this clip, there's an ad standing off to the side. I see him point in my direction. I take note and run to the other side of the boss, realizing that he might target me, Rommel, or Darwin. I then see the blue orb appear on top of its head, indicating that it is on me. I take extra caution and would have ran away if he didn't get feared here. Later on in the fight, I position my character close to the boss in the ad. I always keep an eye on these ads, even though they're not my main target. Luckily, I get to the interrupt by the skin of my teeth. A little too close for comfort, but the job did get done. Shortly after, I see that the ads are out again, and Claris and Negrats have the silent circles around them. I figure that they can get the ads next to me covered and move across the room to interrupt the other ad. This is an example of raid awareness. I take a glance at my raid frames, realize that everyone is low, and the boss is about to cast his big AoE ability. I use my raid-wide defensive Rallying Cry to offset some of the damage going out. Lastly, this highlight is of me moving ahead of the boss preemptively to use my cooldowns where I won't have to step out of my spear. This can be used the same way for range players to not lose any cast time due to moving. I ended the fight with 10.8 thousand DPS and a 97 percentile parse. For item level, I got a 99 parse and a number 4 global spot. I know I have a lot to improve on, but I am happy so far with my progress. Adding these tricks into my gameplay has really helped out with my mechanics and damage. Thanks for watching.